Hey, what's up everybody? Swish here. I wanted to do a quick video. I haven't posted in a while because I kind of wanted to respond to something that I've been seeing on YouTube and social media. There's been a lot of hate on the Dave Canterbury's 10 C's of survival. And I was kind of watching these videos wondering why, what's with all the hate, what it is. And people were really dissecting it and thinking and figuring out why it was flawed. And so I started watching some of those videos, and I'm not going to call anybody out by names. That's not what I'm here to do. But I kind of wanted to just kind of give my take on it, on why I don't think they're flawed. A little ingenuity goes a long way on certain things. The first thing that I wanted to explain is one thing I think people confuse the 10 C's is that it's only strictly 10 items. That's not the case. It's not 10 items, it's 10 C's. So, for example, like cover, you don't have to have one kind of cover. You could have three types. The first cover is your clothes. You could have a shelter and then a sleeping kit. That's all covered, no pun intended, covered under cover. That any kind of cover, you don't have to have just one piece of cover. You could have multiple forms of cover. You can have multiple cutting tools, multiple handling devices, multiple knives, cutting tools, pretty much anything. Compass, probably the only thing. Well, you could have even multiple compasses. You get one, you lose it, get another compass. So I think people, I've heard videos where say, well, you may need more than that. Well, yeah, you can get more of whatever C you might need more of. In fact, most people do it when they talk about it. They talk about redundancies, especially when it comes to combustion. Yeah, I want a Bic lighter, a ferro rod, maybe two Bic lighters, maybe three, maybe four. Maybe I, want two ferro rods or whatever the case may be. You can have multiple parts of it. The 10 C's are just a system. It's a system. And Dave actually, when I went to the basic class, he actually broke it down into five C's. First of all was survivability, and the other five were sustainability. So, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I have it all written down, but I just kind of felt this is an impulse video. I didn't plan it, but I felt the need to give my 2 cents. One other thing that people have criticized it for is no first aid kit. There's not a first aid kit in the 10 C's. Well, one thing Dave has always prided himself on is multifunctionality. So in reality, there are things in that system you could use for first aid. One of them is your cotton material or schmog or whatever you have. Aside from it actually being a form of cover, you can also use this to stop bleeding, as a field dressing wound. You could use it as a tourniquet. You could use it as a sling if you have mechanical energy. You can use it as a splint. Just get yourself a stick and make a splint. So many different uses with first aid for this. So you could do that. I combine that with the cargo tape, which is on the 10 C's. Band-aids. If you have a cut, just tape it up real quick. You could even combine these two. If you have something, you want to tape it, you can do that too. Cordage can be used in first aid. You could even use, whether you want bank line or 550 cord, you could use that as a tourniquet if you needed to. That could be another option. This is pretty strong cordage. I think you can stop the bleeding with this. It might eventually snap, but the 550 cord you could use in an emergency situation. And I think you need to remember it's the 10 C's of, you're surviving. You're not being comfortable. If you want to take a first aid kit with you, yeah, go ahead and take a first aid kit with you. Add to the 10 C's if you want. That's what I've seen these people. Well, I'm going to add things to it. Of course. But just because you add something to the 10 C's doesn't make the 10 C's flawed. It's just a base system. That's what it's for. And it's a good system, and it can pretty much be applied in any environment, urban, desert, jungle. You just kind of have to decide what version of those C's you're going to take with you depending on your environment should you want to survive. If it's a cold weather, you're probably going to take more. If I know it's going to be 5 degrees that night, I'm not just going to take a space blanket. that's probably going to be my last ditch to use. I'm going to take my freaking tent. I'm going to take, my cold weather sleeping bag that's rated. That's part of the cover. I'm going to take multiple cutting tools, multiple fire making materials. If I know it's going to rain, all of those things I would take with me. So I'm trying to figure out why people are thinking that this system is flawed, guys. It's not a flawed system. It's a base for you to start. And that's fine if you want to build on it and add certain things. Well, here's my 10 C's, and then I'm going to put a first aid kit with like a actual tourniquet in it that, I bought this tourniquet with a nasal pharyngeal, and I'm going to put this stuff into it. Yeah, sure, go ahead, do that. Not a problem. But a lot of the things that people have put the flawed on, I don't see how it makes it flawed. Just because something's not in there, well, it doesn't mean that you can't use these things, especially when it comes to first aid, as first aid items. Same with the cordage. You could use your cutting tool as a first aid item. You need to, your canvas needle can be used as a first aid item, to sew up a wound if you know how to do a suture, if you know how to do that. But that's where training comes in. So, I really can't see, even the container can be used as a first aid item. Get some water, boil it, disinfect it to rinse off a wound or something like that. So the first aid kind of is built into it with almost all of the items, maybe minus the compass and stuff like that, If you're really extreme, I suppose you could use combustion for some kind of to cauterize a wound to prevent infection. That's extreme, but it can be done. I don't recommend doing it. That's not why I'm here. But what I'm saying is, I don't understand what is with all this kind of hate for the 10 C's all of a sudden. What's going on? Like, do you guys have some kind of a beef with it, or do you wish that you could have done it and someone else came before you? I don't even know. I heard someone say that Morse Hansky came up with it first. I don't remember him coming up with it first, at least in the research that I did. But that's just me. But anyway, I just wanted to put out a quick video and just kind of maybe debunk. I hope I debunked some of the things that people called flaws with the system on it. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you think I'm wrong, and if you have legit information, good luck. Yeah, let me know. And just want to do a short video. It's not long, and hope I helped you guys out with this. And yeah, leave a comment, like, subscribe if you want to, all that good stuff. And don't know when I'm going to get another video out. Been kind of busy lately. Summer's coming around, so I got my family, doing things with my family, getting the house ready for summer. So haven't done a video in a while, but I don't know when I'm going to do another one at all. But anyway, just wanted to throw this out there. Hope this helps, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.